Welcome to the Where's Buffy podcast, where we're built for comfort and not for speed.
Hashtag shooting the five.
It's the Where's Buffy podcast, where we're built for comfort
And not for spear, you punk bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Fat Boy Diz, but I'll give you a punk bitch, that's all.
It's not forceful, you wasn't.
Yeah, man,
you
like,
stand
you
behind
something
it.
on
Say that with your chest, little nigga.
Punk bitch.
Hey yo, I am IlFam79, your social media choice, aka the Arn Anderson podcaster, aka Captain Bro Battle, aka Brew Diamond Phillips, aka Thicky the Dragon Steamboat, aka Cheeto Santana, aka Pod Sharing Pod God's favorite podcaster, aka Potty Piper. I'm here to podcast and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of Dentin Nice, and my tag team partner.
It's your boy Broccoli Balboa, aka Russell Westbrook, aka Veggie Miller, aka Mr. 51 pounds down the counting. But who's counting me because I'm Petty Kruger making means while you dream sauce, parole, Brockavelli, pear grills. Black fiber, your nipple, your neck, double-breasted, pink luster, moisturizer, all of my hair. You know what I'm saying? And who else is here? You know what I'm saying? Who else is here? That was a lot, right?
I was like, I definitely don't got an intro like that, so y'all can miss it.
No, absolutely not. We've never.
It's all good. You ain't gotta do all that.
No,
Y'all
but
are slick.
you got.
Take your time.
Had to say,
Take your time.
y'all look very slick. Them bars that y'all just did
You know what
was
I
like
mean?
16, 24, maybe more bars than that.
Oh,
but
look at
it
you.
was great.
I appreciate that. This is actually the first time we're working as like a two-man tag team because we like 5 interchangeable parts.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of which, like to introduce niggas to the newest member of the Rockefeller team.
Oh
Shane
shit!
Day.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean? Brock Balboa, man. Welcome to the Where's Buffy squad. He's been rocking with us from the beginning, but now it's official. He's a part of the team, man.
I really mean it. Look at that shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel good. I feel honored. You know what I'm saying? I feel honored to be here. You feel me?
Oh, nigga, you been family the whole time, nigga.
I mean, but hey, you know what I'm saying?
But now it's official. Now we have a very, very special guest in the building. I don't even know which hat I would start with because there's so many. Like you really in the 5950 closet. Nah, let me get this one.
Swap them out.
5950 because I'm old, but I don't do snapbacks. Anyway, so I guess you would start with media personality, host.
There you go.
Really general content producer, radio personality, YouTube star.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Miss Raven Paris is in the building, man. What's good?
I'm here. Thanks for having me
Appreciate
here.
you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm a bit of all of that, like you said. I like to call myself like the voice of experiences. So whether I'm hosting, whether I'm interviewing, whether I am popping up at schools, whether I am just kicking with my friends, family, I love using my voice just to create experiences. So that sums it all up. That's my little bar.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely had a 16.
You know what I'm saying? You got it.
Yeah, you definitely had a 16. You know what I mean? Mine is more comedy, yours more substance. So you know what I'm saying? It's a balance. So we just gonna dive right into the show, and I'm gonna start with my favorite segment.
Woo.
What is that?
The release. Alright, man, the release is something dope that came out this week that was amazing. Brother Brock, what you got?
Oh shit. Shameless plug. I shouldn't be loving myself this much, but I am. I got the chain on, so you know what I'm saying? I got the power today, you feel me? So I'm gonna talk about my new podcast that I just started, you know what I'm saying? It's only one episode, it's called Freshly Washed. It's a reframing of being a washed up ass nigga.
Okay.
A washed up ass, you know, woman, female, you know what I'm saying? In the game these days, you know, over 30, you know what I'm saying? It's like Silver Shadows. You know,
Silver
it's that type of
Shadows.
shit. You feel me? Like we talking about what's aiding
I
us.
got mad Silver Shadow stories.
You feel me?
Shout out to Raw Man Flavor, man.
You gonna be on that? Talk about your Silver Shadow stories.
Man.
But that's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about like you know, washed up, like reframing that, freshly washed.
Where can niggas get that?
All the places that you find podcasts: Apple, Google, Stitcher. You know, all of them subsidiary whack ass ones and shit.
Freshly
Spotify too.
washed, niggas. Freshly washed, no nigga spelling, nothing like that, just straight.
Freshly washed. You can find it on Instagram, freshly.washed.
Huh?
There we go.
That's what's up, man. This week, Sky Zoo and Pete Rock combined wash powers and made an album called Retropolitan.
Shit.
Another Sky Zoo. This nigga, man, is so consistent. Cover to cover listen. Of course, niggas know the West Side Gun, the Griselda Elzai record is amazing. It's so much good music here, man. There's a Barrel Brother record on there. This nigga just he does so much with this album. Him and the legend Pete Rock. Retropolitan. Go get it.
And you can't fail to mention that he has an interview on Where's Buffy.
Oh, absolutely,
you know
man. If you go back in the
out.
Yeah, listen, man. YouTube.com/C/Where's Buffy. Hey, man. Please check out the Sky Zoo interview. He actually kind of hit it.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Dope dude. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he loves the city. He definitely said he's from Brooklyn. I mean, he's from New York.
You know what I mean?
But he said his second favorite city. First place to go on the map, man, is Baltimore, man.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to that nigga. He's a real nigga, man.
Come on now.
Sky Zoo is a real nigga. Now, normally we also take this segment to kind of talk to our guests and, you know what I mean, see what they have going on. Is there something that you have going on that you are promoting specifically?
Well, since you asked.
You about to roll up the red carpet. Since you asked.
Let me walk on it.
I like
So
that.
actually, every Thursday, I am now starting to do Women Unifying Women cocktail hours.
Dope.
So it's free events that I'm doing to bring women together to form my community. So I do like retreats and brunches. So instead of me just doing my big events, I might as well have something to basically work my way up to those. So whether we can still connect with each other for our safe spaces, we can still just network with different women and get to know each other and expand our personal network until the big events come. I already got my community going.
There you go.
That started actually yesterday, and it was
that's
great
a real
turnout.
Release. It was it just started.
Recent release that just happened. So it's been a lot of good feedback. A lot of women just was like thanking me for just even like having an idea to put it together because it's free, and a lot of us are just still trying to figure it out. So finances isn't always there. So I have like this little safe space where we can come, cocktails, and just vibe out.
What inspired you to do that? It was just like
I feel like I'm a voice for women and beyond women too, because there's some guys too that be like, I'm inspired by you working, but I really push myself to be an example for other women, to show that, you know, we could do things. You don't gotta sell your soul. You can just use your work ethic, and you can just think of each other and not look at each other as competition. Like, we need a safe space. And also, I'm a social work major, so by me being a social work major, I'm into the mind and seeing how certain situations could have happened and caused some trauma, and people need healing, and it allows us to make different decisions that probably wouldn't have been made if certain things ain't happened to us. So I'm just like all about just helping.
the thing is, y'all get better, we get better.
Exactly.
You know
We
what I'm
need
saying?
each other to
That's
do
how it goes. Like, y'all get better,
so
we get better.
yeah.
This is already feeling therapeutic.
I'm just saying, like, she opened the door. You know?
Every Thursday, so I need the women to pop
Every
out.
Thursday.
Each thing will,
Is
each
it-
week will change the things.
What's the name?
So yesterday it was She Rocks the Mic and Cocktails. So it was basically like an open word thing,
Okay.
but for women only. Next week I'm going to do journals and cocktails. So I'm going to allow us to basically write letters to someone who may have heard us, and we just write it out to
Y'all be crying,
express.
man, shit.
Yeah, you know, you gotta let
Y'all
it
be
out.
crying like shit.
The following week I'm doing like a heel class and cocktail. So each week literally is changing.
Okay.
So,
That
yeah.
sounds good.
Yo, so I've seen you do like the women's retreats and whatnot.
They're amazing.
And, yo, it looked like y'all niggas had fun. Sometimes y'all being there naked, but it be.
No, we did one lingerie thing.
But that's how it works though. Nobody see when you in there fully dressed, you know what I'm saying, from collar to sleeve, nobody noticed that.
People want to get naked. Yo.
Niggas go back to town, niggas scroll, whoa.
What's all this lingerie?
I ain't talking about some shit.
That because I feel like a lot of women, we deal with body shaming, and I feel feeling comfortable in our skin. So it's like a lot of times you hear women doing lingerie, they're doing it for their spouse or for somebody else. Whereas though the retreat lingerie edition allow for us to feel sexy for ourselves.
This is
Women only.
on the thing, like on the the social medias and shit?
Some people may have took photos and posted their lingerie stuff. Yes. Hashtag WUW retreat, and you just may see
Let me
it.
get a pen. I'm sorry.
But it was a bigger cause, you know. And then upstairs, while like the different workshops was going on, you can go upstairs and get wax done, or you can get facials done, or you can get henna done, or you can get your nails done. It allowed you to just have a day for yourself to pamper yourself.
So I've seen multiple events like that, and I see different people on my timeline posted because we have a bunch of mutual friends.
Yes.
The one mutual friend that actually, I feel like, I know when we were first starting out was a big help to me. Was JS1.
And you remind me so much. I'm looking at her like, yo, this is big bro, for real. Like,
So we were born like a week apart.
That's
real?
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So and we
Wow.
like we had like a couple hours. Shout out to JS1, man. But like I know you got a decent amount of your media start over there at VVC.
So I actually started. So I started in 2015. I started with WPB, which is under Frank Johnson in April.
Okay.
So I started there for the year, and that actually got me off the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, I had to create flyers, and I did my first events, like the DMA. I did my first interviews. I created like the fan base of Love the Culture Radio at WPB. And then Jay ended up reaching out to me about like bridging the gaps, and he saw what I was doing. That was the first time I really started like hearing about bridging the gaps, and it clicked with me because literally that's what I ended up having like doing for our city. And I connected with him, and I still wasn't even with VVC yet, but he was always always there for me, regardless, like whatever I needed. If I needed a coach, whatever, I wasn't even with the network, but he would come over to WPB, he would help do the show with me. Like, he just was always there. And then it just was like, bet we always spend this time anyway, I might as well join the squad. So then, I came to BBC like 2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did you do over there?
Of course, the show of the Country Radio. I started off, but it was me, Jay Hill, TK, and then on top of that, like,
J-Lo was popping.
yeah, those my gang. Shout out to the gang.
And what do you mean? I'm old. Like,
So it's like
I know I'm supposed to hit my son when he take real pictures like that. I like.
it's like it's like a gang, or like a lot of like femme gang for the girls, or just like it's like a gang.
Yeah,
It's like
dude don't
my
get out
own-
here like I'm.
Cause I don't know what y'all's with me, but this is just like a. She may put her tongue out. It's just like a.
Oh, okay. I always see the little kids be like in the picture like nigga. I'm like
No. I'm not.
And there's a lot of different signs see people putting up, so I don't know. But this just the game.
oh, okay. Spider-Man, nigga. I don't know.
Spider-Man, nigga. You sure?
No, it's the same. You just move your wrist. All you did is move your wrist.
I could not. But I was really just over there just being myself, helping bring other shows on board for the network, and making sure our show was going good, because we ended up just being a show one evening to like the morning show for the station. So that means we had to really set the tone for it. We had Christmas time, we had the billboard up for Christmas. So we was really just like grinding and thugging it out. Like if it was events that we wanted to do, me and Jay was putting together events and seminars. So it was just more so us working as a team to bring all of our visions to life.
Okay. So one of the other hats I've seen you wear is I don't know what the exact title is. TMZ Road, nigga. I don't know.
I knew that's where this was going next.
Right. Like I don't know. So I've never started a sentence like this on the podcast. The 4 years we've been doing the show.
Okay.
So the one time you talked to Oprah, right?
Oh shit.
Exactly. So when you was talking to Ofri, was there how was that? Because you didn't seem shook. You seemed like, hey, look.
I was not like that.
Yeah.
But no, I mean,
Like you been there.
what I mean is, you weren't shook nothing.
Yeah.
You was just like, hey, Ofri, nah, I ain't worried about what Stephanie talking about. Ofri, tell me what I need to know. You know what I'm saying? It was quick.
Yeah.
But like, she focused in. She answered your question.
Did.
How was that?
The best 15 seconds of my life.
Oh shit.
So it's like with
I had a
TMZ,
woman say that to me before.
I was so the proper term, I was the TMZ field producer.
Okay.
So by
That's
you
the
being
term.
yes, I was a TMZ
Okay,
field
okay.
producer, so AKA paparazzi for TMZ. That's the term that everyone may know. But it's
cool.
considered a field producer because due to my approach with the celebrity or the guest, that will determine how we get a story out of the question. So you're producing the segment based off your question that you ask. So in this moment of Oprah being here, I knew she was at this hotel because while I'm out there, I had to literally meet everybody from hotel workers to legit fans to legit door people. It just didn't matter. And long story short, I got a tip. Oprah was there. And it was something that was going on during that time period with Kevin Hart. And it was when they was asking him to host the Oscars and they took him off due to the LGBT comments on Twitter. It was that whole extravaganza. So based on that being a big story, I decided to pitch that to Oprah to see if they was to reach out to her, would she be the host for it? And it was raining outside. She could have definitely kept walking past me because she was definitely on the go. So in moments like that, you just got to go for it.
So,
Like,
so basically, this whole situation was like luck, because you just following instincts. Like it wasn't like I know him about because I'm listening to your story. It's not like it's all
I knew she was there.
it's all put together now. But I'm just like you didn't know you were gonna get something from Oprah. You know what I'm saying?
I knew that that's the hotel she was staying at, and I
You just
knew she
found,
had left
like,
out.
okay, this
So
person-
I had to stake around until she had to come back.
Okay,
Yeah,
God damn.
She has to come back, so that's what I did know. So I knew I was going to see her. You just don't know if they're going to answer or not.
So that was in Baltimore.
New York. I was living in New York.
Okay,
That's ill. That's ill.
So you
That's
see
ill
me, you
stuff.
get up top a lot. You know what I'm saying? You go up top. Is that like? So
Is that a pause? No, I'm sorry.
no, never mind.
You go top line.
So-
Go ahead.
With New York, like, do you have aspirations of maybe moving?
Moving back, yes.
Okay. Is
I
that
sure did.
Oh shit.
I didn't plan on moving back home, honestly. But work ended up picking up back here once I optioned out of there. So it just was like, now you gotta go to where the money is. So that's how it ended up back.
What part of New York you from?
I'm not from New York, but my dad's side is from Long Island. So I'm living in Long Island and I just commuted every day an hour back and forth to the city.
hold
Uh,
They also-
Hold. I think Takashi just snitched on you.
Hey, yeah.
He's snitching on everybody. And the case
I mean, hey.
just keeps
Hey, I'm just saying. I don't
that
know.
Jones joint was
crazy. He's snitching on Cardi B.
Did you
He's
hear
snitching on
that? Did
everybody.
you know the
Yeah, but
Jones
certain shit like that. I think like we talking about the feds. So I think that they talked to him before he got on that
He's been an
stand.
informant.
Yeah,
Ben.
yeah.
the nigga is not.
Ben.
All right, so my opinion is.
Or they was already looking at Jones before he said that shit.
I don't think
This not new for the feds.
This is.
Feds have a 90%
I think
conviction
they just
rate.
using him to take out the people that's in the industry. If he know about it and they know he can get it out of him, he's going to say it. because
Everybody gonna
he
die.
had racketeering. He has so many charges up against him. He's going to do what he can to get out.
See, I don't think Tekashi is a snitch.
What you call it?
So
He's an informant. You're right. Not
So-
a snitch. Proper term informant.
no, it's not. It's not the fact that he's not. It's not the fact. I'm not saying he's not telling.
Oh God.
But to be a snitch,
Okay.
you have to be an actual part of some sort of criminal
Like we're doing
enterprise.
things with each other. Basically.
I never thought this nigga was.
A part of us.
No, this nigga's not. This
Yeah.
nigga ain't. He wasn't. The nigga was. He wasn't in the picture like this. This nigga was a little nigga that was that could
Who was
generate.
never a part of this.
But even in
Not
those
himself,
conversations,
himself.
they said that they used him to, you know,
Yes, they said.
elevate what they had going
Hey,
on.
little
get
nigga,
money.
this what you gonna do? You gonna come out here and you gonna say this wildness?
But that kind of frames him as like kind of a victim. You know, when you say shit. You know what I'm saying? He is kind
He's
of a-
Nino Brown right now. He wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Miss Hawkins. You know what I'm saying? The nigga was.
Oh my God, so funny. Shout out to Pork Chop. My last name is Hawkins. He always say, Ray, that should be a tagline. Because you just said Hawkins and that came from that movie.
Yeah, New Jack City.
Shout out to
100%. Yo. Hey, if you go back in the archives to the Pork Chop episode, we was sitting there, we got that nigga's drink on here and was talking crazy. We had an amazing time. So we bounced around from TMZ stuff. We went from Oprah. The next, and I keep it's on purpose. I know her name is Oprah, nigga. So I guess the only natural progression from going from Oprah is to talk about you and Meg Thee Stallion talking about do she like to do it from the back or the front.
What's the back of the front?
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's good. Let's get
recently you interviewed Meg Thee Stallion.
Share the secrets.
Huh?
No, I'm saying. I'm chilling. Go ahead.
Versace.
Versace. Yeah, go ahead. Continue.
So, have you been like? What's the most other than Oprah? What's the most like? I guess story you've gotten in front of someone? Have you ever like?
Yeah, but yes. Okay, so I say my first day working with TMZ, I got to interview Tyler Perry.
Oh, okay.
And in moments like that, it's not like a friendly environment, you being out in the field with your camera. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the shot. Because it's not just you trying to get the shot. It's a lot of other media companies and just legit media personalities who just want to make sure they get that clickbait. So everyone is out there around the celebrity. So you got to really fight to get yourself out there, get your presence known, get your question done. So my first day out there, for one, is Tyler Perry. And for two, I'm like new to this. And I have to do what I gotta do because now I'm training. They need to see what I'm about. So that was the moment where as though it just was like, I said my question, but I was talking a little like low, like I wasn't talking as loud. So if you go actually check out the video, because they ended up posting it. It got posted. My first day I got my video. But he just was like, say it louder.
Did he have a dress on? What he said?
No.
He wears dress. Like, shit.
And it's cool because it's like a lot of people I feel as though was able to stop and actually talk to me due to me being a woman. I was the only woman that was out there, and also due to
How tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
Oh shit! So you screaming?
Yeah. So I'm like, Tyler. You know what I'm saying?
Might be the first positive conversation we've had about Tyler Perry in the show.
Yeah, he was great.
I never said that about Tyler Perry.
He stopped and answered my question because there was multiple other people trying to ask questions, of course. But you're like, wait, what'd you say? Like, say it again. And I think also the fact is though I am African American, I am black, and whereas though, oh wait, you my skin. I think that was the same thing with Oprah too.
So everybody else out there was like somebody else or whatever. Like,
yeah, it's a bunch of people out there, different ethnicities, different. But I'm the only, for one, like woman that's out there with a camera.
So not only woman, but like, so have you seen another black woman out there when you were doing that?
No, I was the only African American woman on the team.
That's a niche.
So that was definitely my uniqueness. It was really cool. It was a cool, great experience, and I feel like women are also just more approachable. Like if they was to see a woman out there, they're not going to feel as intimidated. You wouldn't feel as intimidated me coming to talk to you as to a guy who may be creepy with a camera. You can be like, yo, get this man out my face.
That's why I asked you, like how tall are you? Like, you 5'2"?
I'm 5'2".
So it's like,
I used to be bundled up out there. Like, it's so cold in New York, I was literally like
a little baby. Like, it was like,
what? Hella sweatshirt, hella leggings, pants, scarves, like, bundled with my camera.
Hoodie season soon come. That sounds
It's
like
like bird season. 7 degrees.
We'll talk.
7 degrees.
It was like 7, 10 degrees. I'll be working outside in New York.
You
From
New York.
October to
No, because I thought you were talking about LA or whatever.
So wintertime is so cold.
Jesus Christ.
And my shift's 10, 12 hours.
So, talk about getting to 90QQ and DTLR Radio.
Well, I got with, it's funny. So, Jay Claxton is my little cousin's father, so I grew up with Jay Claxton since I was like a kid. So I used to always see him go to the station. Hey, can I go to the station? No, too young. So once I started my internet radio show, I remember I went up to DTLR and him and Dirty Rice, they was all up there chilling. I just was like,
Dirty Rice.
Hey, Dirty. And they just was like, I'm like, Jake, I want a job. Like, can you get me a job here? He's like, no. And he's like, you gotta work for it, like everybody else. And he's like, and you'll get to the point where as though if you're working, they'll start paying attention to you, so whereas though you won't even have to ask, they're gonna be asking you. And that was a mental note, like, all right, screw you. You ain't trying to get me my job. Cool. I'm gonna work so hard, whereas though I'm gonna get everything that I want.
Me, yeah.
So what ended up happening is, so I started Little Country Radio 2015. I think by 2016, yeah, that next year, I was at DTLR because Quicksilver ended up leaving. So they offered the show to DJ Flo, and Flo asked me to be the co-host. So that's how I got on with DTLR. And then with 92Q, I had to interview like everybody else. But and he got to a point where as though this when Kels had first came back in town, and so everybody's talking about Kelson coming back, and then I ended up doing like a artist. We did like auditions for like a DMA showcase we was doing, me, TK, and J Hill, and we ended up being at the same photo place that like Kelson and them was in. They was doing a shoot for the campaign, so that's when I ended up meeting him in person. So when I met him in person, we exchanged IGs and stuff. So a lot of time go on. A lot of people are actually like following me from the station. So everyone see what I'm doing, but I'm still with BBC. I'm still doing my thing. They should let a clutch ready go. And long story short, someone asked me like, did you ever like fill out the application? I'm like, yeah, I've been filled out the application, but you need me to fill out another one? Like, so I filled out an application, and I had to go in, I had to get interviewed. I didn't get a call back until like 3 months later, 4 months later, but I kept working. I didn't stop nothing, kept working, and by January, I started 92Q last year.
Yo, you wild inspirational, yo. You wild inspirational, yo.
For real?
Yeah, you real inspirational and shit, yo.
Thank you.
Nah, I'm really saying that shit though. Like I like your story. You know what I'm saying?
So that's how it happened. I just had to work for it. I had to interview.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Like I see
each year, right?
You know what I mean?
And then, so that was, I started 92Q the beginning of 2018, and then by October, I was moving to New York with TMZ.
No, but I'm gonna tell you, I feel like I almost saw the whole thing.
Yeah, you did, because it happened within the 4 years. You had to, like, because I started 2015. That's when everything started for me. So once I started the radio show up until like now, like, and it's still just, I'm just still just grinding for what I want.
That's it. Now the one thing, and it stuck with me. Jazz One said, "That's you," is the grind. Like you're gonna get it. That's exactly how he described it. He said, whatever it is that she requires or wants, she's going to get it. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, in a short amount of time, I've seen, you know what I'm saying? I've seen you do exactly that.
Putting
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
and I think it's amazing.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a special thing. Thanks for putting on for the city, you know what I'm saying, and actually showing people not just I'm gonna put this event on, but also kind of leading by example. And
also giving back too, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I love doing that too. We do the cookout for the homeless.
Like
we
you
do
just talking about the thing Thursday, you know what I'm saying? Like
Thursdays, exactly. I love that, and I think that's just kind of how I was raised too. Like I feel like when you're raised in love, all you really kind of know how to do is give love. And that's like me.
That's what's up, man.
Yo, man.
I feel like it's time to kind of
like a living Care Bear, yo.
Grind bear.
You said grind bear. You're like a living Care Bear, yo. Like you just make me feel like real warm inside and shit. All the shit you talking about, like
that's the Hennessy.
It might be like Hennessy Bear. I'm a Hennessy Bear.
Hennessy Bear is amazing as well. Hennessy Bear. All right, man. Let's get into the fun of the show, man.
Let's do it.
It's gonna take us into one of my favorite segments. Not
what
my favorite
is that?
segment. At least my favorite segment. But it's gonna take us into shooting the 5, man. Hashtag #5. Hashtag XT5. All right, man. Sister Issa Rae is apparently involved in a remake, not a reboot, but a remake of Set It Off.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What the fuck is she in?
I think she would be the little goofy joint.
I think she would end up being the one who had the son.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Who else is
I need the money.
Wow. This is crazy. Like,
so,
I'm this is new to me. Go ahead. Continue.
So it's top 5 movies.
Oh shit.
That you'd like to see.
Is this for a play that they're doing, or is this like a movie?
This is a motion picture. I think she's past that play stage. I don't think Issa Rae putting out a play.
She ain't putting out plays.
She ain't on that Shelley Garrett stage. Like
she's remaking Set It Off.
She is remaking Set It Off, which I think. She's one of my favorite female creators.
Yeah.
Favorite creators, period. For real. I ain't gonna lie right now.
Yeah, she's.
Who else doing
She's
it like?
on it. Like she's definitely holding it down.
Not
The Black Ladies, the Black Ladies sketch show.
Oh no, you have a lot of good producers.
That 227 joint was crazy.
Yeah, but
And creators.
She is fucking amazing. Like,
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. So top
Ava
5.
DuVernay, fire.
Yeah.
So like the women, they creeping on this.
Outstanding.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Back in her tones. Niggas out here. John Blaze. John Blaze over there. Now, man, so top 5 movies or series you'd like to see either rebooted or remade. Is there anybody who is prepared that wants to start?
I'll go first.
That I want to see remade.
Yeah.
You know, you want to go first? Go ahead.
You want to set it up?
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Don't trip because I got a couple white movies and shit.
That's
you know what
right.
I'm saying? You know what I mean?
We're not racist today.
I got Big Trouble in Little China.
That would be
I used to
sweet.
love that movie.
Who could you see being the Kurt Russell?
I don't know, like The Rock or some shit, yo.
That would be fire.
Make that shit slick, yo.
The Rock would be dope.
Like really fucking niggas up. The Goonies.
Ooh.
I want to see the Goonies over again and shit. You know what I'm saying? They like more technology. You know what I'm saying? Make it a little flyer and shit. Shaka Zulu. You know what I'm saying? I think we need to reboot Shaka Zulu. You feel me? Like, cause
You know what? I like that because I am tired of. I like history pieces,
right.
but I'm tired of slave movies. So
Right.
Shaka Zulu would be amazing.
Right, because Shaka Zulu, the only reason I used to watch it because my mother used to make me watch it, but I only used to watch it because I was young and I could see titties on TV, you feel me, without, you know what I'm saying, my mother act, you get to like see real titties on TV. You know what I'm saying? It was real shit. Seven, I love Seven. You know what I'm saying?
These
Like,
must be some old movies.
they're not that.
So Shaka Zulu was like a miniseries, and Seven is
Right.
a Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman movie.
Right.
So,
Okay.
but Morgan Freeman's
It's always old. Yeah, he's always old. And Scarface.
Ooh.
Why not do Scarface?
So
Why not do Scarface and
with
just like,
Scarface, who is Tony Montana?
I don't know, but we gotta be prepared for niggas to start shooting niggas in the hood again. You feel me? Because
This nigga set it off you, nigga. Cocaine.
let James St. Patrick be that nigga and shit.
Hey yo.
It's just like
See,
a whole
changed-
different
but that
story.
changed- yeah, that
Like
changed
this
it
nigga
a
come
lot.
from like Dominican Republic and shit, and he just be hey, be Scarface now.
Niggas in the
Who else is like ambiguously Latin and shit? I don't
Jeffrey
know.
Wright's too old. But I mean he's
Some ambiguously
racist.
Latin looking nigga and shit.
transracial.
Yeah, transracial looking nigga and shit. I don't know. I don't know. Fuck
So-
it. But Scarface needs to be done.
What are you thinking?
Well, I honestly don't like when people remake movies.
For real?
At all?
Not really, but as I'm thinking these would kind of be cool if they were to be remade and maybe made it a black narrative.
Okay.
So
You
I'm
just
gonna
switch
go
the whole
with
shit
this
around?
Okay, like that. So I think Little Rascals would be really good for the new kids now. Little Rascals would be good. That was a good classic. That was the first time we actually got to see a bunch of like the interaction between boys and girls.
You talking about the one they made in the 90s?
Yeah, the older one.
So that one was a remake.
So that was a remake.
There was a show.
But yeah, it was. But
Yeah.
still,
Now, see, so they need to remake it
that shit
now.
again.
One more time.
And make it
Yeah,
all
and
black
make it
kids
for the
and
black
one kid that look
kids.
like goddamn.
Cause they just had the one black kid in the 90s with the.
Make a white buckwheat.
So like,
And everybody else be black.
Alfalfa. I want y'all niggas to get a black alfalfa.
Yes.
That's what I want y'all to do. That would be
Yes.
amazing.
We doing
I
amazing
think
things
that
with
would
our
be
hair.
cool.
We can do that shit.
That would
We can
be
do that shit.
I think that would be a good one,
Okay.
and then on top of that, another one would be Mrs. Doubtfire.
A black.
Maybe we could do Tyler Perry.
All the ones that you saying.
You mean
wow.
Medea?
So we already.
Medea watches the kids.
But it gotta be Mrs. Doubtfire because you know Tyler Perry, he still goes to the Medea thing he did to open up the doors, but he still like is a man too. And Miss Doubtfire, she was a father who then switched to become the nanny to get the kids. So I think he could play that.
So it just be a black dude. Like
Yep.
all the ones you're saying, just make it a black dude.
Yep, make it
So
a
we
black
got Idris
narrative.
Elba. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So funny. That would be funny.
Put a string of bell.
That would be funny. That would be.
Hey yo, Really quick sidebar. Stringer Bell had the worst Baltimore accent of all time.
I mean, he from
all them
fucking
niggas,
Britain and
man.
shit.
All them niggas, Weebay, all these classic characters had
Where Weebay from,
terrible. They were supposed
We
to.
ain't from Britain, is he?
No. Weebay from New York. All the niggas was New York. All the niggas from New York. Will Harris, all the niggas.
Stringer, he definitely from Britain though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Rick somewhere. Yeah, he one of them. Yeah, Cheerio pip. You know what I mean? So you got 3 more.
There you go. Come on.
It's 6.
Let's make some black ass movies. Let's make.
No, I'm sorry. It's 5.
Right, so I have 3 more. Third one, Serial Mom.
Huh.
I remember that, but
I remember.
And it was filmed in Baltimore.
But I gotta watch that again.
It was filmed in Baltimore by like if you're on Cold Spring, and everything has changed now, but it used to be like the old movie, like a video store, and they had like what was the club? Hammer Jacks.
What was that club? Hammer Jacks. Fam, do you have any idea how old you just? What was that club? When they?
I'm just saying, I think that was in it. That was also in the movie.
But you know, there's an old and a new Hammer Jacks.
Yeah, right,
you know,
Hammer Jacks.
there was
it was
two
an
Hammer
older one, because this one Hammer Jacks was the white people was in it.
Jacks. No, that's the newer one, because the older one was niggas was in it.
Right, niggas came.
Niggas and white people was in both of them.
Yeah, the Hammer Jacks. I knew that as I got older. That's when I knew about it, because not older because it was going to the black Hammer Jack. But before, it was like rock star white people.
Where was that?
It was. Because before, like, I feel like gentrifying has happened multiple times.
Right.
Downtown, once upon a time, Lexington Market and all that was white people before the drugs and stuff came. So it was filmed, it was in there, it was
There you go.
white people inside the Hammer Deck. That was on Serial Mom. But look it up. Yeah, but they need to make the mom black. And then make her
So all your shit is like make
spin it that way. Yeah, spin it that way. Because the original is already done. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to redo it.
Just put
change it up.
Yeah, just put black in front of everything. Black little rascal.
Change it up all the way.
But you know what happened when they try to make motherfucking Spider-Man black and shit? Like, oh no.
Nah, it's one of the best. What are you talking about? That's one of the best Spider-Man movies ever made.
But the movie she's saying we get. Anybody gonna trip? You know what I'm saying?
Another one.
Let's do it.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Make it black?
I think it could just be.
So, like, because I know you.
It was diverse. It was diverse.
Who would have black people in that? It was like
Brandy was in that shit.
Brandy was definitely on one of them.
Brandy's boyfriend.
In the movie or?
Yeah.
It was a white.
About real life.
Was she with the white dude in the movie?
No, it was a black dude.
You sure the black dude wasn't with?
I don't know.
I feel like.
I Know What You Did Last Cookout.
I fucking forgot about that movie.
Last Cookout.
It's a pretty good movie.
But they gotta get sliced and diced.
I Know What You Did Last Cookout.
Well, each one changed, but they changed location and different people got added into it. So I think it could just
like
be.
Derek Luke or somebody?
What was the premise of that movie though?
They ran over the guy and tried to push him inside the river, but he basically stayed alive.
Okay. And
I Know What You Did Last Summer. Right? He knew, yeah, because when he got hit or whatever, I feel like his hand and stuff.
Yeah, he had the hook.
Yeah.
He had the hook. All right, last one.
Last one is I had it.
Come on, we got
Blame Hennessy, not a heart. All right, so I'm gonna
I'll
run through
think
my
about it.
5.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna run through my 5
Do it.
real quick. Pause.
That's not a pause.
All right. Uptown Saturday Night. We'll do it with Jesus and Mero. Will be slick.
Okay.
That'll be exciting.
Okay.
Hollywood Shuffle. Hollywood Shuffle is one of my favorite movies ever. Riley Townsend.
Yeah.
He would definitely still have to direct. He wouldn't put this one on all credit cards. Trading Places. I don't know who would play the Dan Aykroyd character. Maybe like a Channing Tatum. But Eddie Murphy would definitely beat Michael B. Jordan.
You can't do Eddie Murphy movies over here.
Oh yeah?
That shouldn't work, yo.
Number 3, 48 Hours.
You said, oh yeah?
Oh, you can't do that.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow,
and I mean, you want to keep Harlem Nights, man.
Yo, when Eddie touched some
You
shit.
do Harlem
You got
Nights.
another Eddie for?
But you do Harlem Nights, right? But it's
What you got against Eddie, yo?
No, you don't. But you have to shine light on.
So another nigga besides Eddie, or like,
and maybe you put Eddie in the Sugar Ray role now. So Eddie plays the Richard Pryor. You know what I'm saying? And it's generational. So you have like a Kevin Hart being
acting unusual.
You know what I mean? Bucko.
unusual.
Yo, you could also do like an Action Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't gonna do that shit.
Yeah, 100%. Carl Weathers is alive and well.
Same from and shit?
Yeah, probably. He kind of like
that from was mean, yo.
Bit. Yeah,
that shit was mean. Okay, I'm sorry.
But he was an awful actor. I always thought Carl Weathers.
He was fucking niggas up.
Yes, he was. 100% till he ran into Drago. Drago had to won that nigga.
Yeah, that's why, you know, Broccoli Balboa, you feel me?
Yeah, man, so that's my 5 cause, you know what I mean? That's what I got, man. Hashtag shoot the 5. Any movie that you would see, you'd like to see remade, let niggas know. You know
what I'm saying? My last one was My Girl.
Ooh,
what's that?
Macaulay Culkin and the other little girl.
That was when he was like older and shit.
No, he was a kid,
remember he ended up dying because he was allergic to bees.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the saddest movies of all time.
I don't like.
Don't make that one black. I don't want to see no black kids die.
Her shit is shoot the black. Her shit is shoot the black.
Or
make everybody.
That, damn, you made me forget. Just
colorized classics. That was a skip from like In Living Color where they made all the movies black.
What about if they redid Crybaby? I'm thinking about stuff that are like cool to me now that I think would be cool now if they was to see it. Huh. Y'all remember Crybaby?
Yeah, that's a Johnny Depp movie.
And that was also in Baltimore.
Really? So it's funny. The only movie I really remember was shot in Baltimore was a movie, Danny DeVito movie called Tin Men. And the only reason why I know that it was shot in Baltimore is because I auditioned for it as a kid.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Moms had me come downtown and read the lines, and I got a call back, but wasn't nobody home to get the
Damn.
Yeah, it was wild. But yeah, Tin Men with like what was the nigga who played the consigliere on Godfather? Who was Tom? Either way, that nigga was in the
Hagen
movie.
Or something like
yeah, Tom Hagen is the nigga name in the movie, but yeah, he was in it.
Robert Duvall.
Robert Duvall. Shout out to him and Truth in the House. But yeah, man, if y'all niggas can think of any movies y'all like to see remade, you know what I'm saying? A la RoboCop, Total Recall.
God damn it. My nigga. I was about to say the same goddamn shit. I got knocked on the wood or some shit. But I wanted to say that shit, but RoboCop, I'm like, yo, there's a climate right now.
Did you see it? Did you see the RoboCop remake?
They better make a RoboCop remake.
They already did.
That shit
Couple
trash,
years
yo.
ago. Outstanding.
They made RoboCop is out right now.
It was 2 years ago. Yeah. It was what's the nigga, the Irish nigga?
Joel Kinnaman.
Did they shoot him up and shit and do all the other shit that they did with RoboCop?
No, it was it wasn't Joel Kinnaman.
It was Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell.
Did they shoot him up like the first RoboCop?
I didn't watch that.
You watched the first RoboCop, right?
Of course. I buy that for
They shot the motherfucking ear off and they shot everything off. Like RoboCop was crazy, yo.
The bald dude in the first one is like just one of those dudes. No one knows his name, but like he was always a bad guy in a bunch of movies.
Yeah.
So man, any movie y'all like to see, hashtag ST5 Super 5, man, let niggas know. Alright, I have a question for y'all. Last week, Kanye announces that there is an album on the way.
Okay.
Kanye. We've seen the Sunday services.
Okay.
And Kanye has an album on the way.
Yeah.
Now, on TMZ, your man Harvey, I'm calling him your man Harvey because he's not my man, y'all used to work together. Your man Harvey, you know what I mean, had him on there and Van had to let him have it and he almost cried and stormed off. Kanye talked about slavery was a choice and everybody wrote him off. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't write Kanye off because I understood what he was saying.
You understood that?
I understood what he's saying as well. But
I just think his wording was
when he went to go see Donald Trump and called the nigga his father, I was like, yeah.
He didn't say he was his father. Like he said, he never said I agree with the way Trump do things. What he said was Trump allows him to have another perspective, whereas though our president is a freaking reality star. That's who he was before. So it's like if this man can now become our president, I can become Kanye president for 2020.
Make you cringe at all? Like
no, it gives you hope and inspiration because at the end of the day, how the hell did Trump become our president? Like realistically, he has no money. He's a marketing genius. Like he knows how to politic move his way around. So he inspired Kanye that if he can become the president, I can become the president. That's how Kanye think. And the slavery is a choice thing. It wasn't more so. We know that some people are born in poverty and it's harder for others to get out than before. But it boils down to we know what happened before, right? So now we're in a world where some of us, a lot of us, are now able to utilize our resources to make a better lifestyle for ourselves. At the end of the day, do we remain enslaved mentally, or we actually allow ourselves to break free from the chains and open up and create doors and opportunities for ourselves?
This is what I'll say to you. I believe that everything is a fucking choice. So we didn't gotta go that
Some
far.
people don't have choices though.
No. You never don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Even if you're talking about slavery,
But certain
you
people
could have fucking
circumstances.
jumped off a boat and killed yourself. It's a worse
It's a
choice than
yeah.
fucking being a slave, but
It's a choice.
that's what I say.
I don't think everybody sees choice.
No. Not everybody sees choice.
Well, some
but
people's
then
circumstances
if I
affect
put a
their
gun up to your
choice.
head right now and I say, like, yo, give me that watch or you die. And you say,
It's
oh,
not
I'm
a
gonna give you the
choice.
watch.
That's not a choice.
Yes, it's a fucking choice.
What I'm saying is,
You can say, I'm just gonna
sometimes
die for
people
this
don't-
watch.
What I'm
Or some
saying
people's
is,
choices are limited
everybody
due to their
won't see
circumstances.
choice. People won't see
No,
choice.
they won't. But I'm just saying. I'm talking about black and white. I'm talking about black and white. If I put a gun up to your head and say blah blah for this watch,
You gave me
can
a
say
choice.
I will die to not be disrespected and take my watch.
And
That's
my
it.
choice.
That's a choice.
Yeah.
That's a choice. That's all I'm saying.
But some people's choices are just
It sounds
limited due
crazy,
to
but-
circumstance. Because that's not us making a free choice. That's
We
us
talking
being
about
told we have a
semantics.
choice. Do one or the other. It's a choice, but it ain't like.
So
Yeah.
I kind of the question I'm about to ask, I've actually
But go ahead.
kind of already gotten the answer from both of you. Kanye is dropping an album, I believe, next week.
Oh Jesus.
And did you see the picture of him and Jamal Bryant?
Get the playing. You serious?
I'm not
These
joking.
hoes ain't
I'm
ready.
not joking.
Is that what
They're
that's
cooking up something.
That's what it's
They-
I'm
talking about.
afraid.
They're cooking up something.
I told you these hoes ain't learned. No, so
Oh yeah.
so my question is, when Kanye drops this project, as much as niggas have written this nigga off, now we are in
I ain't got a new Yeezy
we are
coming out
in a
too.
chat. Yeah, that nigga's
You know what I'm
smart.
saying?
He's very smart. And we are in a chat called Make Kanye Black Again.
We are.
100%.
Y'all, Kanye is very black.
That is too long of a discussion.
He's melanated.
He's rich now. He's way more rich than he is black, and that cancels out. But
That's an album title, yo. Way more rich than I am black.
that's a big
Go ahead.
That should be the new name of the album.
Way more rich than I am.
When
I'm
Kanye-
using this clip right here
Good.
for my social media. I hope you know that.
Please get busy. It'll be on YouTube this week. When he drops his album, are you listening?
What?
Are you listening?
What?
Yes, I'm not gonna have a
Hold
choice.
on,
I'm gonna have to
Hold on,
do
hold
some
on,
radio.
Oh, you're not gonna have a choice. I like that.
So. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Well, I told you that
Do
certain
you want to
choices
listen-
are limited due to circumstances.
Do you
By me
want
being
to
on
listen?
the
Good
radio,
job.
I'm gonna have to listen to it.
So you
They're
listen
gonna
to
play it.
You will listen to it one time, right? But then you gonna drive in the car, listen to it, like.
I don't know. I don't know that part.
You niggas
But I
just-
know I'm gonna have to play it at least once for me to hear what it's cooking.
Did y'all hear the choir that had like they
Hold
get so
on.
anxious?
Are these new songs though? Or is
He's
it
been
just
lit
him
inside
doing his
church. I would
songs
go to
with-
Kanye's
with
church.
I ain't
choirs?
gonna lie, that choir is absolutely
Fire.
amazing.
No, but
I'm
hold on.
going.
Let me ask you.
Kanye opened up a church. I mean,
So this is my answer. So is it new songs or is it
It's an album.
these songs played by a choir? Like is he doing like Gold Digger with?
No, I think
You know what I'm saying? Like is it new song like
there may
original
be
songs?
interpolations, but I think
I
this
believe
is
he's
a record.
producing new
Is
content.
they original songs?
I
we
believe
don't know.
so. Yeah, we don't know, but I believe
Of course I'm
so.
gonna
All we
listen to
know-
this shit, man. Y'all fucking Kanye. You're like, goddamn. I'm gonna listen to it, but then it's like, and fuck you. Like, if it's not good, you out of here, my nigga.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, to be honest,
I don't care, yo. I listened to R. Kelly when he was like
I'm the-
fucking doing wild shit.
so I've always hated R. Kelly. That's not a problem. That never had those a problem.
R. Kelly I was stepping in the name of love and shit. When he was like fucking really.
Did you learn the line dance and stuff in the lane? Back, side,
He
side.
didn't
I
have
ain't
some
stepping
of the
no
best wedding songs, graduation songs, family
feel me?
reunion
You
songs.
feel
He was messing
He
with
did.
You feel me?
They wasn't going to school. They wasn't graduating school.
They wasn't getting
He didn't like
married.
graduates. He didn't like
They
no
wasn't.
graduates. He didn't like married women because they wasn't old enough to
Yeah.
get married. He
Everything.
You can't wipe out history, you know what I'm saying? It's a feeling, it's a vibe and shit.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
scumbags can make amazing art.
Exactly. They always do.
Shout out
They
to
always
Kanye.
do. Is he a scumbag though? Like he's like
He's not.
he's not a scumbag.
Yo, honestly, I
he's just
feel
like
like
fucking.
Kanye?
No, Kanye doesn't like. He doesn't do things that are like fucking weird. He just says things that are weird.
I don't know. You remember he was like salty at Virgil. You know what I mean?
That's saying shit.
That's supposed to be your man.
R. Kelly is fucking little girls.
Oh yeah, no. I'm sorry. We're not.
That's what I'm saying.
I will say I will not.
Kanye's not doing anything. Like he's not doing things.
He's being judged. Imagine if you had 1,001 people antagonizing you all the time. How would you feel?
They probably call me a scumbag.
But that don't mean that you're a scumbag though. That means that you have to have your defense. You're gonna be defensive. Your defense mechanism in full effect when 1,000 people are coming at you.
Yeah, be thick-skinned.
They don't know you exactly. So when Kanye decides to speak out, it's like, oh, he's crazy. He's this. He's that. Imagine all the million times he didn't speak out. When
Kanye's been very, very irresponsible when it comes to mental health. I'm gonna be honest.
Mental what?
Mental health. We talked about like, well, I just use the music to medicate.
But guess what?
I go off my medicine, and the nigga will be at home with an SP 1200. Like Kanye said, I just need to make a beat like the RZA, and I'll be fine.
I think he just wants to be happy and be himself. Like this was probably like 5-6 years ago. And I went to a Kanye concert here, and it was one of the best shows I went to. And it goes to show when people are in a space where they feel comfortable, they're able to be themselves, vulnerable, transparent. He was so happy and pleasant, and just like speaking about how it makes him happy to create shoes.
What time frame was this?
Like 5-6 years ago.
This wasn't the set of concerts where he was actually going on actual rants at every concert when he had the floating stage.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I believe it was definitely
probably a floating stage. He was doing actual rants.
Was this like Yeezus Kanye, or was this like
He was with Kim,
Kanye?
And this is when North was born, because he talked about how being at home, him creating shoes, him being with his daughter, that's what makes him happy. And you could tell he was happy and he felt comfortable because everyone in that stadium was there to see him, and he was there to be himself. Like it wasn't the mean, angry, crazy Kanye.
But see, like y'all talking about like whatever. But this nigga made a song saying I feel like that. Do you remember that? Do you remember Kanye made a song when he was? That's what the song was
like
called.
What?
Oh my God!
What
song? Oh my God!
You didn't
finish.
That's what the song was called. He was sitting on.
What is it called?
Yeah, you didn't say.
I feel like that.
I feel like that.
Find that shit. No. He was sitting on a brick wall and shit, and he was like, "Are you depressed? Are you angry? I feel like that. I feel like that." That's what the song was called.
I feel like I remember that.
No, you don't remember that shit.
I do. But it had like the upbeat to it. Didn't it have like the upbeat?
No, they scrubbed the whole internet of that shit. Like Kanye had a song. He was sitting up against the wall.
2015, it came out.
What? I feel like that. Oh, you found it?
Google works.
Yes.
Google works.
You found it?
Yo, so the last thing I'll say about Kanye before we get out of here.
Like this after the Mohawk and shit. Like, all right, go ahead.
The last thing I'll say about Kanye before we get out of Kanye talk,
like,
is
get well, my nigga.
Kanye gang.
I ain't in the gang, but get well, my nigga.
I feel like Kanye has is a genius at music. Mm-hmm. I feel like every single genius lacks in other departments when you're a genius. So if you are an amazing marketer, you probably don't have a good relationship at home. Something like that. Shit. I think that's Kanye. I think Kanye is an amazing artist. I don't think he's good with people in general.
Because y'all done fucking traumatized him.
That nigga grown, he asked for it.
But it's so
he asked for it.
He asked for y'all. He just asked to make it big so he can get his rocks and chains, so he can take care of his family, his mother.
But he always wanted validation.
To design and create.
He always wanted validation.
He was his mother.
He was on good bit. Because of that said.
He said his mother.
With the B.
Keep it 100.
All right, man. Before we get out of here, I want to go into sports and a buff. You know what I mean? A stripped down version. A stripped down version of our normal sports segment, man. Here are the headlines. Cam Newton, Roethlisberger, and Breeze all hurt.
What?
Yeah.
What's Cam's injury, yo?
His foot.
That's his butt.
Nah, that's Dwight Howard. You gotta stop wearing that stuff, man. Peyton Manning is. Eli Manning is benched.
Nah, get him out of here.
AB has a second accuser. He texted her.
What did he watch like?
And he got cut today. He got cut today from the Pats.
Why are we
so
saying AB now?
here's the.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Here's the question this week: who sees the field first? Roethlisberger, Eli, Cap, or Antonio Brown?
Antonio Brown, shit.
I was scouting outside for the longest.
Hold on.
for AB,
Do that again.
outside of a hotel in New
Do
York.
that again, yo. Do that again.
Who sees the field first?
all right.
Roethlisberger, Eli, Cap, or AB?
So Roethlisberger is out for the whole year. Who else you got?
Eli. Eli got benched. Kaepernick, all these quarterbacks are going down.
Never been in the NBA. I mean NFL again.
All right, or AB. Who sees the field first?
Shit. All he did was like busting on the girl back and shit while he was watching gospel and shit.
That's the first joke.
While
While they was watching gospel, is amazing.
they was watching fucking
First Sunday.
They was watching First Sunday on the tablet and shit. He busting on the back and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He like, can I have some? She said,
hold on. You cannot be offended by what I'm saying right now. I'm just saying exactly.
I'm just calling the fact that what happened.
I'm just saying exactly what happened. Like,
I'm just chuckling.
and he also had a girl paint a mural for him and shit. She turned around and had a dick. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. That's nothing to do with the fucking football field.
Yeah.
He can still catch balls. Pause.
Huh. Yeah, I
You know
guess
what I'm
that's
saying?
what he was.
So he'll be on the field. He'll be on the
my
field.
God.
Somebody will be. Kaepernick is never getting back on the field.
Honestly, you probably don't even need to because they haven't stopped his money flow.
Yeah, why not?
So
Why should he get
who do
back?
you think?
I'm not into sports, so
Okay.
this is y'all combo.
Okay.
I'm just here.
All right, so Eli Manning will see the field first in garbage time when they're getting blown out by
Garbage
somebody,
time.
and one of these teams hurts the young
They
kid.
forced retired Eli, yo. They forced retired.
They should have did it 2 years ago.
They're doing it now, though.
But I love it because
You know what
he's
I'm saying?
trash, and that's 2 wins
Seems like
a
a
year.
lot of people are trash right now. I just hear people being injured and
You know what I
benched,
mean? You
and
know
it's
what I
early.
I
I didn't know that.
almost think it's some sort of karmetic energy. I think I made that word up just now.
You did.
Explain what does that mean?
I don't even know what Karmetic is.
It's karma.
Oh.
It was a league that was being
That's
trashed.
an L word, though.
Yeah, karmetic.
No, that's
yeah.
real.
Karmetic.
New West Buffy word is Karmetic.
That might be the name of the episode. Karmetic energy featuring Raven Paris. You know what I'm saying?
That's an L word, Karmetic. I thought you was fucking up.
No,
I thought you was fucking up. I thought you was high.
Nah,
But
I was
Karmetic.
high as wild.
Karmetic
Karmetic.
energy.
Damn, I'm using that.
Karmetic energy.
Yeah, shout out to Cornell West, man. I think honestly,
Let's do it.
that being said, man, I think that's what we got this week.
Yeah. We got a
You know
lot
what
of
I'm
things
saying?
this week, man.
So, where can the folks get at you? Where, because I know there's a plethora, a veritable cornucopia of spots that niggas need
This
to go.
nigga whipping them work, whipping the pot. You know what I mean? He whipping the pot. God damn.
Chris use a school word.
My man said cornucopia. Clever sites.
A lot of spots where niggas need to go. You know what I mean? To get, you know what I mean, their Raven Paris content. Where can they go?
First stop, you can go to theravenparis.com.
There you
The
go.
website have a little bit of everything.
So it's
bio,
all at like
events.
ravenparis.com.
It's theravenparis.com.
Okay, cool.
Find out Oprah's going to host the Oscars.
You find
or
out-
Meg lighting from the back or the front.
Yeah, I have my interviews and stuff on there, but also, and it will direct you to other places, but definitely subscribe to my YouTube, youtube.com/RavenParis.
There you go.
My Instagram, Raven_Paris on IG. And then if you click the link in my bio, it's my link tree. It take you to everything else on there again. So it's pretty much as simple
gotta
as
streamline,
possible. Yeah. Raven Paris, just Google.
Google me. Yo, weird flex. No, so one question that I know you've never been asked before in your life.
How do you know this?
3 words.
Let him ask you. Shit,
3
he
words.
about to shock your ass. I think he about to shock your ass.
3 words to describe your childhood.
That's my favorite
Somebody
question.
answer that
You
shit?
knew this.
Oh, shit.
He knew this.
I do this a
You
little bit.
knew this. I just like getting to know, like, who was you before you became this person.
Uh-huh.
So 3 words to describe my childhood. I would say, like I said earlier, like loving, because I have like a bunch of aunts and grandmothers and women in my life, so it's very like loving. Also, I have a lot of cousins and stuff, so I was never by myself. And another one, I would say I was feisty
This I buy. This I 100%
or
buy.
sassy.
100%.
Sassy.
I was like reckless with my mouth.
That's good.
Like I grew up like I had like brothers and stuff. So me and my brother hated each other. And we used to try to fight often because he was taller and bigger than me. And I don't know if it was like short people syndrome or what, but I was very feisty.
Your brother,
chasing with cleaner solutions.
How tall is your brother now?
Whoa!
What you say?
I thought you was gonna say like I hit the nigga with a pillow. No, this nigga said like
cleaner solutions and knives. Like I used to try to take him out
while he was asleep.
I tried to take him out. He just used it because I was small. Like I'm small now, but imagine me as a
we gotta add
kid.
another word. Like we gotta add like it's not
It was that karmatic energy. He deserved it. Doc, I love you.
Karmetic energy.
But for real, since I was so small, I was small, and they used to just think they could like either like push me or just be rude to me or talk to me rude, and I wasn't having it. So if my words couldn't get you, I had to physically get you.
You got that Napoleon shit going on?
Call it what you want. Those were some of my childhood.
That's what's up, man. Listen,
heels make you feel better now. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel like you're taller than people and shit. Like,
it does.
Miss Raven Paris, thank you for coming through the Where's Buffy podcast. We had a ball. It was fun. It's still Hennessy left, which is amazing. That being said, I am IlFam79 on your social media choice, aka Don Anderson on podcasting, aka Captain Bro Albano, aka Brew Diamond Phillips, aka Thickety Dragon Steamboat, aka Cheeto Santana, aka Pod Sham Pod God's favorite podcaster, aka Potty Piper. I made a podcast, Chew Bubblegum, and I'm all out of Dentine Ice and my tag team partner.
I'm not even gonna do all that right now because I feel good because I got recently chained.
Chaining day.
Chain, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Where's Buffy? Associate, affiliate, member. You know what I'm saying?
At Where's Buffy on all social media. Where'sBuffy.com. Where'sBuffy.com. Where'sBuffy.com.
On everything and shit. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to say, you know, what's up to all y'all? I'm done.
That's what's up, man. And listen, that is the show. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit the subscribe. Hit the share. We love y'all.
Peace.
AB, take us out.
It's gang. If I don't fuck with you, they don't fuck with you.
Well, I think it's their choice, isn't it?
Man, gang. You know what that means? Gang. Take the L out of lover. It's over, brother.